Hey everybody, it's Chris Bunbury here for JoeBlow.com, live from the Jack Reacher world premiere, where everybody's waiting for Tom Cruise. What's it like seeing your creation come to life on the big screen, especially with a big crowd like this?
I think it's just wonderful. You know, it is literally a dream come true. That when you start out, you think, it'd be really cool if somebody published my book. It would be really cool if somebody read it. It'd be cool if somebody wanted to make a movie out of it. And then you daydream a little bit. Well, hey, maybe it'll be a big star. Maybe we'll have a red carpet premiere. And it's turned out to be true. And how rare is that? Something turns out as good as you hope.
Do you see this becoming a long-running franchise for Tom?
Look, if we're very lucky, I never want to jinx anything. We were privileged to make a second one. If we're lucky enough to make a third, that would be great.
How important was it for you guys to do the premiere here in New Orleans?
Incredibly important. We were here a year ago, literally just in October shooting, and to be back here with all the energy, especially around Halloween, and seeing everybody dress up, we wanted to come back with the movie because the city really opened their arms to us, so to be able to do this for the city has been great.
And it was also cool to see New Orleans actually playing New Orleans as opposed to standing in for another city or just being shot in the soundstage. You actually got some of the flavor of the city.
I know, as it often stands in, or people just shoot interiors. The minute we came down, we said, okay, we have to put the third act, we have to put the big action finale in the French Quarter, race through the streets in cars and run through parades and go up to rooftops. So to be able to do that was wonderful.
I'm going to try and recreate the last chase, but by just drinking at bar to bar. That he went through.
I think that's probably a nightly occurrence. I think there'd be others who'd be happy to do it with you.
I'm having a bit of a geek moment. I don't know if you noticed, but it's Tom Cruise. It's
Tom Cruise, where? Oh my God, I've always wanted to meet him.
My boyhood dream is gonna maybe come true tonight. How excited are you to be here, though? The world premiere of your first of many massive blockbusters, I'm sure.
It's surreal. First of all, I can't even believe that I'm in this movie to begin with. And I can't believe that this movie is already out and it's here for people to watch it. And this is my first film of this size, so walking this carpet, it's a totally new experience to me. And being here with all of the fans, it's a lot of fun.
I think people are excited. But I got a good plan for the rest of the night, and I want to know if you thought it was a good idea. Well, at the end of the movie, you guys had that great chase along the French Quarter.
So you thought you'd go to the quarter
and
see if you could just climb up into the rooftops and carry it on?
Well, I was thinking that maybe that after hitting a couple of the bars.
Right.
I was thinking about drinking along at different parts.
Always a good start before a chase.
Yeah, doing kind of recreating the last chase, but by going to bar.
Really, on a Saturday, it's a Sunday night, so you're a little better off. But I'll see how you're doing in the morning if you do that one.
Probably not too good.
Right.
So, what's it like showing this to? Is this its first time watching it with the crowd?
It is. We haven't had any public. We've had little screenings and things like that, but this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you really see what you've done. You may have thought you've done one thing, and they tell you exactly what it is, and then you also are reminded why you do it. Yeah. We don't do it for ourselves. We really do it for this purpose.
Why does the hunter hate Jack Reacher so much?
I love this question. You're bringing me a question that I had to answer for myself. I think the hunter sees a lot of himself in Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher is everything the hunter did not become. Maybe that he thought he was going to become one day. He thought he was going to be this, guy on the moral high ground who was passionate about justice, who was the same kind of badass, but he's a different kind of badass. He fell in love with the money. He fell in love with being a mercenary. He probably had a few screws loose and probably, just a few. He's slightly deranged. But no, he was probably, in the Army, was a Ranger and a Green Beret, just like Jack Reacher was. And then I think somewhere along the way, I probably got discharged with a poor psyche valve and wanted some work, wanted to keep making that money. And then he ended up in this mercenary workload that it has.
How cool is it mixing it up with Tom Cruise, going mano a mano with the legend?
How cool would you think it would be mixing it up with Tom Cruise?
The greatest thing ever.
It's when you're 10 years old, you sit at home and you imagine running around shooting guns and fighting Tom Cruise in an action film. And suddenly, for my first, for my studio feature debut, that's what I was doing. It was a dream come true.
Oh, Mr. Cruise, man, this is an honor.
Lifelong honor.
Such a huge fan of yours, man. We love you at JoeBlow.com. Thank you. We love your movies. Thank you. Okay, so I gotta ask you, what is it about Jack Reacher that really brings you back to the character? Because it feels like such a good match. having a geek moment. Can I get a photo with you real fast?
definitely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
One more. Thank you so much. They're the greatest.
So cool.